I was telling Matt that Sarkisian has already robbed a few of the coaches from Alabama. The offensive line coach or either one, defensive. It's a coach. And then also special teams. What's this somebody's put up? This is the wife of the new coach. This will be the next controversy.
Bob, you got something? You got something to tell the viewers
about what?
Sponsor. About who's sponsoring this video?
Oh yeah. Hey, viewers, this is brought to you by RenegadeTruck.net for all your truck customization needs.
How is this going to be a controversy?
RenegadeTruck.net.
Because her name is Pole Assassin.
Wow, I don't think it's going to be a controversy. I think it's going to be a great addition
to the
Longhorn.
No,
that's not
really.
Sark's wife. That's the one in the new offensive line, I think. So, I don't know why y'all are shaming.
I got presents.
Can we go to her?
Yeah, let me get these out of the way real quick.
Yeah.
Because these are important. If Chuck's listening, he'll know who this is. I don't know who Ice Earth is. It's a heavy metal band, but they're canceled. The guitarist was in the Resurrection, not the Resurrection. Iced Earth fans demand refund after John Schaefer's actions. Do you know who Iced Earth is?
No. I'm afraid not.
Nobody?
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure that they're in my wheelhouse right now. The good old Iced Earth.
Well, it's on Metal Injection. You don't need to look it up.
Oh, you know what? Call Chuck.
That's what I said. If Chuck's listening.
That's what I also said.
You said it after you were ignoring me, and Chewy was on Instagram.
Well, I was just kind of reading. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person.
Iced Earth.
Oh, okay.
I like an iced oatmeal cookie.
And then here's another one. This is another. I will not understand.
You leave them out for a night, they get a little soft.
I know.
They've been around for 30 years.
I will not understand this guy. And I was trying to think. We know somebody who looks like that.
Yeah, CJ.
I don't know. Aaron Haley, maybe?
No, I don't
Doug
see
Newton?
Aaron. No. Chase, our buddy Chase. I mean, look, that's all of our listeners.
Well, he has a tip.
Alike.
He has a tip on
You're
what
racist.
he has a tip on what you should do if you go to an insurrection.
Hey guys, we are at the Capitol right now.
Oh my God, it's Spencer who he reminds me of.
Oh, yeah, that is Spencer.
He looks like Spencer. Hey, Iced Earth, come on, be on camera. Sit down. This is Chuck, our engineer, who used to be huge, where his arms stuck out, and now he's the skinniest guy in the building. And he's kept it going for 3 years now.
Kept it.
Yeah, something like that.
Go.
3 years?
Yeah.
Dang.
So John Schaefer, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Iced Earth.
Ice.
Metal band been around for a long time. John Schaefer was one of the guys in the front of, like, one of the big photos that came out was he was one of the guys in the very front that stormed
Well,
the
is he a
Capitol.
singer? He's
Guitar player.
Natural frontman.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, your opinion of Iced Earth? That's what is that, a 4?
about a
Six,
5.
6, 7. Not really big in my wheelhouse as far as like what I enjoy. It's kind of like power metal-ish.
They're
but
respected.
What are you into right now?
Power bottoming.
death metal.
Well, no, what bands?
You put me on a spot like that?
Sepultura?
Dude,
Metal fan.
you know that when you're a metal fan.
There's a band called
is there
Sepultura.
You're into all the bands when you're a metal fan. That's how it goes.
They're
man.
dropping
If you-
music that last year.
But
this
you're
year?
too old now to bang your head. It will actually hurt your head.
It actually
right?
does hurt my neck at this point. It really does. That is no lie.
How's that other thing going that we talked about?
It's
That we'll
going.
talk about on the air. All right, man.
It's going.
Oh, the anal fistula?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
he's
man.
not the only one either. They found a couple other guys that were in there too. So there's quite a few metal guys in that crowd.
Did you hear in the back of the crowd? Ted Nugent was babysitting.
Hey, I'll hang with your girlfriends while you guys go storm the
No,
Capitol.
I take care of your daughters.
Hey, Chuck, you know what Ted Nugent's favorite chord is?
What?
A minor. Get it? Because of the thing with the kids.
Because of minors.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Good times.
And if you want to hear some great heavy metal, Chuck has his show here.
No Control.
on the weekends.
Saturday nights.
No
midnight.
Control Saturday nights. All right, thank you, brother.
Good time.
Yeah, he'll be finished with this guy. He does look like look
Spencer.
like Spencer.
That's probably
Spencer for
Spencer.
hire. Yeah.
We're gonna go back in. I'm the only one with a shield, so I
He
don't
stole the shield from a
have
cop.
a shield, but I brought one just in case.
We paid for it.
Make sure if you ever take over the Capitol or any other big place, make sure you bring a shield. You can't get this anywhere except for the cops' hands. All right, guys.
Cops'
Thanks for
hands.
watching.
So, a lot of
No good?
Most of these guys are pleading not guilty. So
or coming up with cockamamie
and you know
excuses.
they're going to make the government spend money on their trial,
right.
and they just turn to the prosecution, go prosecution. When you present your case, and a guy just walks up, he hits a button on a Mac and go, we rest.
Yeah.
That's all he has.
Right.
to
This
do.
guy. Have they got this guy yet?
Yeah.
He's
I don't know. I don't know who they. I want to
He seemed
know.
like he would be a pretty
the only
easy
one I'm
get.
interested in is the woman with the bullhorn who was telling everyone to go, where to go. Okay, so that's all I have for that. Oh no, there is. The Twittersphere wants the movie company to cut Trump out of Home Alone.
We're gonna change the movie.
Why not?
I mean, he's not a crucial part of it. He
Yeah.
just points
They
to
changed
like-
all the Star Wars. Why not?
Why? You could just, if you don't like him, you just watch the movie and go, oh, what a butthole.
And what's the scene? Macaulay Culkin walks up and says, "Excuse me, sir, can you point me to the way to the Speaker of the House's office?" And
This
then he
is,
goes, "It's right over there, young man."
I forget which birthday. I think it was my 30th birthday. I think, my sister was still with her rich oral surgeon husband. And for my birthday, they flew me to New York and put me up in the this hotel. What is it? It's
Plaza.
The Plaza. And I thought, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. It's really not. It's just
It's just old.
it's kind of old and But
I never walked in
the
there.
best story that I should wait. No, I'm gonna tell it now. I'll tell it really quick. So they were friends with all these highfalutin rich people in Midland, Odessa, right? And there's a lot of rich people out there. And there's one woman that was with multimillionaires, and they stayed at the Plaza one night, and she liked to dress crazy. And around 1991 or so, remember when that leopard skin came in for the women? There was even leopard skin carpet. My sister had some. It was very fashionable. And this woman liked to dress to the nines. I think she was younger. They go out, they come back in late, and they're about to go up to their room, and the bellman said, "You can't take her up there." And the guy goes, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You cannot take that woman up there. We don't allow prostitutes in the hotel."
Oh God.
No
you get
good.
a free room out of that, right?
For the rest of your life.
Really?
Yeah, for the rest of your life, they'd probably give him a comp room. Sure, absolutely. But I'm sorry, I can't go that far to go edit movies because cancel culture doesn't like them. Who's actually doing it?
Probably one. Oh, actually, they're just having fun. They're
Are they?
I think it's just people doing their own edits.
Well, no, this is people being funny about it.
But just put Jar Jar Binks there or something, yeah.
We've got to stop paying attention to Twitter and everybody who's upset on Twitter.
I need a
I
screen
don't think
break.
anybody pays attention to them. I think Vulture and BuzzFeed need content.
And Vice.
Okay, I'm going to do that one later, but let me do some stuff that people can see that I've been saving. Okay.
All right, I got to move on.
I have a bet out with some people on this one, and this one touches my heart because my dog, she doesn't know where she is anymore, and she'll just bark because she can't. It's weird. If I'm moving in front of her eyes, she can see or she can move. Maybe it's shadows, but I mean, in general, she's getting lost. Sad. And my wife has made her really fat, so she's getting these things in her arms. Matt, this is a blind dog who finds a puddle. This almost made me cry, and I brought it in for you. Isn't that cute? Look how happy he is. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? What is your reaction? The show prep page, I said,
Oh, I can't find it.
I was taking odds that you would give me grief and make fun of the dog.
I mean, if that was my dog, I don't think I'd put him on the internet because I don't want him to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Come on.
I don't necessarily 100% see blind as, but I mean, Ray Charles was blind, but Ray Charles didn't act that way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, was that dog having a good time, or was he just having a hard time getting traction?
Yeah, no,
You know,
I haven't.
You know what I
Hey,
mean? It's like
I've got a
slipping around in the water.
I've
there.
got a video for traction, or do you want a hot woman explaining sex
I
scenes
need
in
some
movies?
friction.
Both.
I know. Which one do you want first? We'll save traction.
Okay.
This is a woman explaining why sex scenes are all written by men
Okay.
in movies.
They are?
Well, no, I mean, she's being facetious, but she's cute. And
Is she?
Well, I'm sure she's not for y'all. I'm sure
Is
if I
she?
think she's
Is she?
cute, and here she is.
That is a good still frame of her right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Somebody
Wait,
had to close their eyes
Yeah.
for 5
Are
seconds.
we gonna watch her find a puddle in a second?
Galveston,
Oh,
Galveston.
You want to know how I know there aren't enough female writers in Hollywood? Because after every sex scene between a man and a woman, they both magically climax at the same time. She looks incredibly satisfied, and they both roll over and lay in bed as if she's not oozing like a bottle of shampoo that's just been moved to high altitude.
That's kind of specific.
She's cute. She was real cute. What she's saying is, and Amanda Dudley is this person.
She oozes
On
like
the rare occasion I'm able to perform any duties, she jumps up right out of bed. Right out of bed.
what? To get a air freshener for your hand?
I can't go into it. I already got myself. Stop! I already got myself in trouble yesterday, and I don't. She didn't hear it. I got to confess to her when I get home. Galveston, oh Galveston. Hey, show preppers, I need fast food fanatics. Y'all didn't do a bunch
What's
today.
their problem this week?
I'm adding more today. If you're my Facebook friend, you may have in the past, but just send me a message you want to be in the show prep. If you think you get the show and you're willing to have your balls busted every day by the show preppers,
Did we
they are
run
mean.
Lewis Birdsong off? 'Cause I haven't seen him post anything.
I
in a
didn't
while.
mean to.
I hope he's okay.
Probably did.
I didn't mean to, but maybe. I don't know.
He had potential.
I mean, the pay's good. I get that on here. Okay, this is a big old boy, and he's going to try to cross a creek. Now, look, I'm going to back it up. He's going across a creek. He's getting buoyant on the whole thing, and he's way too big for this thing. And you can see these at 7 o'clock tonight as we put the videos up on KLBJFM.com on our cameras.
Can we?
And he's nailed this. He's nailed this. But wait for it. Barely. He made it. There you go, Bubba.
There he is.
Yeah. Go for it. Now get some speed going. You got it.
What the hell? We hit a culvert, or what?
I'll tell you what.
That was good.
You got to try to remember
That was good.
when you're videotaping your friends on something that could fail. You got to remember that no matter what happens to them, accident-wise, you got to keep rolling. You can't put the camera down to go help them for a little while. You got to do at least 3
That
minutes.
was good. It got a nice little reveal. I knew something was coming, but it's okay when you get that little bit of relief there at the end.
He went endo.
Endo.
So we were talking about, what was it we were nerdy talking about the other day? We've talked a lot recently about Dungeons and Dragons and that sort of thing. And I meant to play this, but I didn't get time. Magic the Gathering cards on Antique Roadshow.
Hell yeah.
How much are they going for?
We'll see.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder what I can get for my Settlers of Catan.
I brought in Magic cards. My husband played Magic in the 90s.
Okay.
And at the time, he made a concerted effort to...
Wouldn't that be
Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't that be an out
Oh
for you?
my God!
That shirt.
Wouldn't that?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. That
come
was
on.
just a reveal.
This
Where they
guy
go
works
from-
at a comic book store.
I
What
don't
do you
know.
expect?
Well, I'm just saying across the
He's an
board.
expert.
It's 4 minutes long, so let me pop this up, see what he's saying to her.
Okay.
So
That's why we left it right in the binder, because I don't even want to breathe on them, let alone touch it, because
well, which one is it? What's that called? Mono artifact. Add 1 red mana to your mana pool. Tapping this artifact.
I think
the
it's
slightest
mana.
nick.
God, I'm still mad that I played Skyrim. I mean, I'm deleted. I deleted it.
That good.
The slightest crease all affects the value. Looking at both sides of the cards, judging the wear, I would say they all probably range around an 8 out of 10 condition. You might have a 7.5 in there,
Yeah.
but they've all been well taken care of.
Give us a
For
price.
the Power 9
10
right
grand
here,
for the book.
as they sit without professional grading at auction, you'd be looking at $50,000 to $75,000.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, right? So
Which-
out of that 50 to
It's the
75,
most successful thing my nerd-ass husband's ever done for us.
Why? Which card? Oh, he has a Honus Wagner.
You want to know
the
why?
Black Lotus, which is like
Do you
the
want to know
creme de la
why and why you can get so much money? Because who played Magic but nerds. And what did nerds do? They all went into gaming, and now they're all bazillionaires, and they can afford to pay $70,000 for some cards and nostalgia.
Was it a limited print or something for this thing?
It's a limited print.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
put-on.
that's a rare one, he said. So
He
they
said all-
didn't
like,
print
kinda
equal
all of them,
numbers of
yeah.
all the cards.
Oh, you just wait till I take my Peter Max in there and they tell me I've lost a ton of money.
The creme, that's the card everybody wants, is 15 to 20,000 in its current condition.
Okay.
The second card right here, the Mox
She's not
Emerald,
believing it.
which is one of the 5 jewel cards that you could see here, is the rarest of them all. In its current shape, you'd be looking at about
So you're talking about if you want to make some money, go to garage sales and see what people are getting rid of.
8 to 12,000. Now that's just this page of 9 cards. When
What?
it comes to the other cards that you have here,
Yeah.
if you look here, this card right there, Volcanic Island. Now that is what we refer to as a dual land or a
Bob,
dual
you could draw that.
That's not.
mana card. The cool part about that card is it was not included in the alpha set. It was
Yes,
only
right.
issued in
Here's my thing with collectibles.
I was gonna say
Here's
that.
my thing with collectibles, and I have some that are worthless. I got a couple of Hot Wheels cards still on the card. Nice. You look at them, and then they go in a box, and then you don't look at them anymore. I don't understand.
Well, I don't think
you
anybody in
know?
this room. Is anybody here a collector?
Yeah,
I'm not,
I've got a
I
few
got some
autographs, and my favorite autograph has faded away from the photo. I had Andy Griffith and Don Knotts, but I liked stuff that now. My sister bought me a stock certificate for the company that built the Titanic, and there's a photo of the boat, and
Good company.
and it's signed by the youngest child that was on the Titanic.
Julia Child.
No, the youngest baby that was on there. It's just her baby print, her footprint. No, it's when she grew up.
Is it all wet?
And she's dead now, so she went back.
Showed her.
in the beta set. So that's its first issue. That card alone, at auction in its current shape, would
I'm
be
surprised the nerds haven't called us on this to tell us why.
between $5,000 and $10,000. In the remainder of the binder, for all the pages there, because they're all beta cards, they're all early 1993 beta cards, you're looking at an additional $10,000 to
Now,
$15,000.
these are the things you need to remember when you build a time machine, everybody.
Right.
You need to remember Yahoo, but sell it by 2000 or 2001.
Just by Apple.
Yeah. But you got to diversify.
Not when you know when
gotta
you're buying
diversify.
guarantees.
Gotta
You
diversify.
don't. When you buy guarantees, that's the whole point in going back in time.
Yeah, but you want to make more money than God. So diversify. All right, let me tell you this, though. Well, if you got put back in time and couldn't go home in the 1950s, what are you going to buy?
Wait a minute, you couldn't go home. Oh, I
Can't
see.
go home.
I know what you're saying.
What are you buying?
In the 1950s?
And you have maybe 20 years to live. What are you?
shotgun first of all.
All right, we've had enough of this,
Cumulatively,
right?
you're looking at auction between $65,000 and $100,000 in trading
Oh
cards
my
here.
gosh.
So, see, aren't you happy you didn't lose them in your backpack?
I am.
Would you have ever?
Those were two awesome NPR laughs right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard NBR today. What are other evangelicals saying about the current situation? Well, we gonna get some snakes out and twirl them around. That's very interesting. I'm Nita Totenberg. And by the way, we're giving away free tote bags with Nina Totenberg.
Nina Totenbag.
Nina Totenbags.
Have ever expected your
Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, lucky.
And then a Batman comic, which I can that's a little closer to what I did. I've always told you guys I didn't like the superheroes. That's not true. I loved Batman.
He wasn't a superhero. I mean, I don't want to get technical.
Why do we do this with him every time?
He really was just a millionaire who
Had a lot of gadgets.
Yeah, so
he
he's
has
not
no
technically-
superpowers
yeah,
whatsoever.
No superpowers.
Was he a hero?
He was a privileged guy who beat up drug dealers. just trying
Was
to make
he a
good
hero?
living.
Did he have a
He got-
batarang?
He got me too.
He was genius. Who got me too?
Batman.
Why?
Well, he was a kind of a playboy. That was his whole vibe. You know,
So was Batgirl. They gave each other.
Batgirl's not even a real
They
thing.
exchanged COVID sperm.
But you can call Batman a superhero if you want. But
I loved Batman.
He's just a rich dude.
I still don't get Robin. I never liked.
I mean,
Robin.
he hung out still in the League of Justice or
Right.
Hall of Justice. Which is
Justice
it?
League.
Justice
Well,
League.
if you had this Batman comic book in mint condition, it went for $2.2 million.
Is that detective number one? Is that even a detective?
Batman #1, $2.2 million.
But
What,
But it wasn't the first. That wasn't the first one that he appeared in. I think. I think he appeared in Detective Comics.
But
first.
Bob, this one went for $2.2 million. So what would it be if it wasn't in great condition? What could you get for it?
Nothing. It all depends. Yeah.
Boring Chewy again.
I just said something about it.
Mm-hmm. Who texted? The girl.
Yo's mom.
When's the last time you were with? Girl?
The guy bought the comic book for $3,000.
So it was already an investment.
He bought it for $3,000 in 1979. Not exactly cheap, but he gifted it to his son when he died. And that person, the son, immediately was just like, I don't want my dad's comic book.
I'm telling you that eventually that Michael Jackson doll in a box will eventually. I went online recently. It's worth about $19 still. But
can I have it? You said you were going to give it to me.
The Michael Jackson one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check with my kids first.
They don't even know who Michael Jackson is.
They don't care about the doll. The doll wants to touch my kids.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, this hadn't been a very good segment.
What do you mean?
With cameras.
What do you mean?
I should have had more video for you.
I could watch Antique Roadshow all day, though.
I used to love watching that. But then
we
were going to go.
Stars took its place.
I think my sister took some of our stuff and stood in line, just couldn't get it. The line was too long when it was in Austin.
Pawn Stars still on? We were way into that in the beginning.
What was your sister getting appraised, I guess you call it?
Probably her Paget watch or whatever it's called. PJ. Oh, you have presents. Go. Woo! And we got to choose sex toys.
For Dale.
During the break.
I was told that no one's allowed to touch these. These are your...
Who are these gifts from?
I'm getting ready to say. That's some sugar-free go-go juice, and no one's allowed to touch them. They're all yours.
You just touched them.
For Chewy, it says, Chewy, get some nice steaks. It is a, what do you call it, a gift card from the HEB Central Market. People pass that down.
Wait a minute. I thought you won't take boots from us.
There's some bacon I want to try from Central Market.
Oh, I should mention this.
For Bob Fonseca.
I'm not going to look.
In size medium.
Yeah.
He said this is a large small.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So it fits you tight. And this is from that dude who I found on... This is his thank you, because I found him on Instagram and was talking about him. Cruiser Tile.
Oh, yeah. I talked to this guy.
And he said that somebody called him and heard about him on the show, and he got a job out of it. So he just said, I want to...
Y'all got free tile, huh?
He said, I want to hook you guys up. And I love him. He's a young dude. He's a cool craftsman, and I'm going to add that on my head there.
He's a craftsman, though. I have a broken tile in my bathroom.
Now, he might do that kind of stuff, but he stays pretty busy, and he just does badass work.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
I don't want him going to your house.
Okay.
I don't want him going to your house. He's going to try to fondle that Michael Jackson doll.
Thank you, everybody that's on the cameras. This was kind of sedate, but we appreciate it. And this will be up at 7 o'clock. You can see the presents that we got. I want to remind you, because I didn't promo it yesterday, Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and we will be introducing the best interviews we did, which was one of the best years. It turned out, because of the pandemic, we weren't able to have people in here. I'm still mourning Cap City. I still, in the back of my mind, believe it will be back, and Margie will be there.
Sign's still up.
Anyway, so I just started calling friends, and the entire time, Kevin Nealon, I just sent him a text. I said, look, dude, I'm starving for guests. Do you have anybody that could call in? Anybody, I don't care if they're C-list, whatever. He said, oh, yeah, I'll get Spade to call in. Spade will call in. And then he said, Spade called in, but you guys weren't there. And then it was Tiffany Haddish. And so he calls me one day and says, can we do an interview for this thing he was doing online? I said, sure. And I knew when I got him on the air, we were going to hammer him about Spade. And the very next break, Chewy comes in and says, Spade is on the line. And we just had a blast.
Yeah.
Just had a blast. So those are going to run concurrently, probably at 5 o'clock, but we're also going to replay Lou Diamond Phillips, Ricky from Styx. That turned out to be a good. Who else?
A lot of Phillips.
Mishka Shubali.
Yeah, for those of you who've been asking me what's the book about drinking that really pushed you over the edge to take a pause, and that's Mishka's book, and I'm not even going to try his last name anymore.
Lots of great interviews.
Yeah, and then a couple of others, and then the craziest call we got ever from a woman who was drunk as hell, and Chewy went back and took the edited parts out and just bleeped them for you, and that's all coming up. There's some more, but I digress, and that's Monday on MLK Day.
This video brought to you by RenegadeTruck.net. I hope you enjoy it. This message brought to you by me.